Hold on a sec. Oh. Hi, welcome to bobbyjunelive. I want to turn this off. Because it's bright, you know. I'm going for a vibe. As you can see. Please tell me if one of these burns behind me and I don't know about it. Hi, welcome to bobbyjunelive. What's up? We're getting that money. So I have to make sure I save electricity. Or really, I have to prove that we have no money. Because I need to get that 12 really fast. Scared. Okay. Ooh, near the camera. Ooh, near the cable. Ooh, near the camera cable. Okay, hold on one second. Camera out. Ah. Okay. Last minute thought. Let's see. A little sketchy though. Coronavirus is going to give us money, man. Scoobies. Wait, hold on. Dang. What? Oh, what are you going to do? It's going to be killed. 12. 24. And the babies get 5. Oh, my God. I can't wait. We got a plan. All right. So I'm going to, I don't know what I'm going to do with mine. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stop looking at this shit. I got paper under flame. I don't know if this is high enough. Hold on. All right. Hopefully that's okay. So hello, everybody. Let me log into my bullshit, and then I got to go. I got to turn this off because it's too bright. I'm trying to go for a vibe. bobbyjunelive. What's that? Not me. All right, if I scroll, I should see my face. There we are. All right. Sorry. Let me just get this shit together. My bad. Fuck. Dude. Listen, dickhead. There we go. All right. Cover my face. Oh, that's good. Okay, that's good. All right. So, hi. Welcome to bobbyjunelive. So, we're going to get money on the 6th. And that's cool. I want to know where it comes from, though. Like, where is that? What's that checking account look like? It's got to be, well, I saw a weird word that they put in, that they put in quotes called rebate. It's obviously a technical term. Rebate to us regular people means discount applied in a strange way. I bought the TV, I get a $50 rebate. Weirdos. So we're getting a rebate. I wonder what we purchased to get the rebate. What did we buy? What is a rebate? Computer, what's a rebate?
The noun rebate is usually defined as a return of part of the original payment for some service or merchandise, partial refund. The verb rebate is usually defined as to allow as a discount.
Okay. So, we're getting a partial discount to what we already purchased. Hell, we bought from the government. I guess, okay, wait. We buy. How can they give us a rebate? We didn't buy anything. I mean, we pay, I guess it's our tax rebate. But I don't even know if, when I pay taxes, I find it odd that I'm purchasing anything, really. Doesn't sound right. Hey, Ricky, what's up? The virus. It's alive. It's with a fucking dollar sign. So, $1,200, okay. I don't know what they mean by rebate, and I don't know if I'm purchasing anything when I pay my taxes. I mean, money is coming from me and going somewhere, so I guess that's technically a purchase to a degree, but it seems that when I am, and I have the flames going because we're broke. Can't barely turn on the TV. But I'm going to get that checked. Lights will be back on. I have nowhere to put my stupid drink here. Oh, my God. That's a fucking phone. You know how many phones I got? Oh, my God. They're all old and they're many. All right. So, I am, I'm going to get mine, and you're going to get yours. But Thomas is getting a lot. So we got to talk to Thomas. Thomas is getting like $3,459. He got 7 babies. 4, 3, 3. 3 in-house. I got a baby, I don't know where it is. That's old, though. I don't know where it is. But he's got 3 in-house, all $500 a piece. Now, that's kind of a demotion, really. I don't know why babies under 18, I guess under 18, 17, 16, whatever, get $500. I agree with that. But it seems like the world would be against that because aren't babies worth the same as an adult? Or is it because they haven't put in money yet? Or is it because they don't eat a lot? Or is it because they're small and they don't take up a lot of space? What is it that a baby... Sorry, I have to look at these things once in a while. Why is it that a baby gets less? Non-contributor, maybe. But they look at people that don't pay taxes, and they say, we definitely give it to them for sure. Now, that's a baby. Isn't a person that doesn't pay taxes a baby? I guess through their mom they're paying taxes, or their dad. But they're babies. I mean, and a person that doesn't pay taxes is a baby because they're acting like a baby. So the babies don't get full shrift of the whole kit. They get $500. Babies suck. The government basically said, baby, not worth that much. I agree. Baby low value. Baby have baby take. Baby doesn't give. So fine, they don't give $500. All they do is take babies. Babies just take. They're like time machines. They rip it out of your person and consume it for themselves. So I agree with the government. Fuck a baby. 500. Okay, so Thomas get a lot of money, so we all got to talk Thomas here. It's going to be a night where he like takes everybody out to dinner or something. So that's I wonder what the word rebate is and why it is that they call it that, where it is that where it is that the money comes from, and why don't they do it more often? Don't they want to do that? I mean, I know you can't do it once a year, but when I don't know who in your life maybe gave you a chunk once for no reason. I can't remember. That usually happens for a reason. If my parents ever helped me out, they've helped me out a few times. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. They kept my car out of a repo and a few other things. So we love it when our parents do that, but nobody really does anything for no apparent reason. So anywho, that's okay. We give to the government. We give the government money. The government. Do I have audio? We give the government money, and they do things with it that include save it for times like this. Now, that's good. We want that type of protection. The government's here to protect us. And that, I would love to, I think we could handle a transparent view of our money. Because it's our money. Everybody's money. It's Donald Trump's money. It's my money. It's everybody's money. And I don't know. I'm going to look into seeing if there is a ledger somewhere that shows this. The view of our money. And I want to see the 2 trillion be removed. It would be nice to see a live view of the United States financially. And I think that's one of the things that impressed me with Bloomberg. He developed a package, a software package that he uses in his company that has very interesting views of the financial industry. And so it would be a very interesting perspective. And I think we would we would be very mad or very happy or very upset or very guilty when we saw that entire one screen view of the change of money throughout the United States. You would see some of it go overseas. I think he would get very mad at times because you would see there goes 100 million to Saudi Arabia again and nothing's coming back. We would have to see things come back. Okay, there would have to be some type of live, it'd be like the ultimate shopping experience, because we would be watching the purchasing and paying out of back and forth transactions. But okay, let's leave aside the outside world and just focus on the U.S. and our money. What does our money look like? What is it? What? Now, we got a Federal Reserve, okay. Then there's that thing I tried to talk about last time, the International Monetary Fund. I don't know what that is. It's like Trump did the G20 group up today. All right, come on. I don't know if he did it. I don't know who did it. He makes it sound like he did it. So Trump said, hey, everybody, come on, Putin. Everybody. Trudeau. Bring the blackface. Come on. So they sat down and they said, what happened? How you guys doing? Okay, we got it. We're fucked. And they discussed it. I mean, that's definitely meeting of the minds. Oh, sorry. Let me change it. My bad. Thomas, switch. I got 3 to choose from. Hold on, let me go. Ba, ba, ba. 1, 2, 3. Tell me whatever you like. 1, 2, or 3. So I see that they get together. Powwow. Good. So I hear all Trump rattle off the names. Baby from baby, baby, baby from baby, Germany, baby, from Italy, baby, 20 people. Then, at the end of it, and Shooby-Doo from the International Monetary Fund. I'm like, what? There you are again. It's a chick. This chick shows up at the oddest times. Ha. Touche. 3 it is, mate. The whole show. 3. Fuck all y'all. So you know what I did? I just did that one today too, by the way, Ricky. I'm glad you like it because I thought, okay, interesting. Plop it down low. Interesting. I'm not really, I thought the desk view was kind of weird, but I agree with you. So, so I hear this, the sneaky International Monetary Fund come busting back into the meeting, and I think that I guess that's if you took I guess maybe that's the international version of the Treasury. So I'm sorry to be ignorant in front of you guys. It's definitely yearning for a little bit of investigation. So that's interesting. Oh shit, it's working. Hold on. I tried. Oh, I'm sorry, Bob. Hold on. That was Bob. Hold on. Who dat? Who dat? All right. Hold on. I'm not shizzing it together. And I reach around the flames. Ah! On. Pull the cable lightly. And then put it in slowly. Then reach around. All right, now. Oh my God, I'm balancing on fucking hard plastic with hard plastic. Why didn't work? All right. Sorry, Bob, go ahead. All right, yeah. Hey, give me a second, Bob. Please. Okay. I'm getting to your shit. She gave me some notes. You got it, dude. So, but I'll switch around a little bit because, variety spice. Boss sent in some notes we're gonna bring up. So hang tight, baby. We'll go through this dollar thing. So they get together every day. Okay, everybody's fine. All countries involved now. Everybody's got coronavirus. I guess we lead the way now. We have the most cases. I didn't like to hear that, personally. But okay, we got the most cases. So what? Who cares? What about China? I mean, goddamn, really? So China has some secret, and they're fighting. They're telling us we caused it. They caused it. We caused it. They caused it. We caused it. Now, whatever. I mean, it would be good if we didn't eat and sell and trade rhino penis. We don't. Please. It's a great, moments like this are great times to eject pieces of superstition for the sake of survival. Just pieces. Not the whole thing. I know you guys need this shit. Okay. A little bit. Just take some superstition, put it in a trash can. Because we're operating in a world that has that old crap functioning within a quite complex system of an organism. This organism called us has burgeoned to a point of complete exchange amongst itself quickly. I go to other side of the world now. I come back same time. Now, all of that. And then you have people, I don't know what kind of penis they're eating, but somebody's eating some penis. Straight off of the animal. Somebody's eating some monkey brain. Somebody's doing something stupid for the sake of some mystical crap. Now, I'm not saying get rid of all of your mystical crap. Go ahead, keep some. But get rid. This is a good time to shave off the pubes of what's worst about whatever it is the hell voodoo you're doing. You know, just take your voodoo, do it, but whatever part is that will fuck us up, don't do that part anymore. This is a good time to stop with the crap. Like, don't do it. Don't, whatever you're doing, stupid shit that don't, please. Oh my God. The fucking, I can't handle. I can handle a little bit of throttling the planet, but I can't handle time after time a throttling from people that have I don't know, man. I don't want to be a dick, but Jesus Christ, please, I prefer throttling from old people, for example. Dial me down a little bit if you got some wisdom. You know, old people have wisdom. That's why we don't want to. That's why we're spending this $2 trillion, you old people. So know that, old people. We just saved your ass. I expect checks, another round from inheritances flowing through. We need another, like, I don't know, 50. Everybody gets $50 from the inheritance money. Old people, kick. God damn. Now, they have wisdom. That's why we keep them. We like them too. We love them really. But okay. Well, old people have wisdom. I will listen to old people when they say, whoa, with your extropian thoughts. You freak. You freezy baby. You dum-dum with the futurism. I understand when they say that. During politics and everything, they have good logical input. I don't like to do that. I don't like to slow down. I like to go forward fast. But fine. But I do not want to go forward slower for religion or mysticism or rhino horns or anything that is a belief system. I don't want that. I like it. You do you on the religious front, but don't do anything that hurts us. God, man. I mean, from 9/11 to now, it's like, dude, we're walking in tar. We're walking in slime on Nickelodeon. I mean, we're walking in something very slow. We're slow as fuck. Even though we're hauling ass and moving if we weren't dealing with this crap, we would be moving very quickly. Perhaps too quickly. You can always say that, but I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear that kind of logic. So, I think that it would be good. No, I started that sentence without a thought at the end. Sorry. I think that it would be good. So now I'm going to invent a thought. Hold on. Let me think about this thought. I think that it would be good to get my check on April 6th. Now, that's a rebate payment. Well, let's look at this. We now realize kids are worth 1/3, nearly 1/3, a little bit more, than a grown adult. So that's fine. I agree. I'd go a little less. But okay, they're worth something. Now, 1,200. How many human beings live in the United States?
Here's something I found on reference.com. As of July 2013, the population of the United States was estimated to be just over 316 million people. In
What?
October 2014, the U.S. Census Bureau estimated that the population had surpassed 319 million.
All right. So, bringing up a calculator, I would say then 320 million. I don't know how to divide out the kids or include them. See, I don't want to do too much math. I'm not that good at it. It's fun when you're good at it, but okay, so we have $1,200 apiece for most human beings because over 75,000 it starts to drop off. Let's just consider the majority of the United States is regular broke people like us. That sucks, by the way. But Trump's going to change that. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Trump. Thank you. Thank you. I guess. Thank you. Hurry the fuck up. Do something about it. I don't feel it yet, homie. Huh. I do have a fire extinguisher, Bob. So, oh, man. Let's see. Okay. Computer, how many adults live in the United States?
The number of adult people in the United States is 245,273,438.
245 million. So 250. Let's go for 250. 250. So we got 250. That means, I can do that math. 320. Subtract 250. I think it was 250. Equals 70. There's 70,000 babies in the United States. All right? So we have 70,000 babies. We got to know exactly how much everybody's getting. 70,000 babies. They're all getting $500 a piece. Okay, we're loose as fuck, remember. 70 million. Wait. We have 70 million babies. That's a lot of babies. 70 million. That's kind of weird to think about. 70. There's 70 million babies in the United States. Those idiots. We get crosswire. We get everything for you. Make it so perfect for you. Now, times $500. Oh, gives me a number I know not. 3.5 e to the power of 10. Who dat? Why is that? How do I not know that? Computer. What's 30?
The noun 30 is usually defined as a
Computer, shut up.
number. 10 times
Computer,
3.
shut up. 30. Was it 70? Was it 70? 70. Hold on a minute. Fuck. 2. Computer, how many adults are in the United States?
The number of adult people in the United States is 245,273,438.
70 million. Computer, what's 70 million times 500?
70 million times 500 is 35 billion.
No, hold on. Computer, what's Computer, what's 70 million times?
The answer to your calculation is 70 million.
Computer, what's 70 million times $500? Computer, 70 million people are getting $500 checks.
Sorry, I'm not sure about that.
I can't do the fucking math. 70 million. Let's see. 70 million. No, we're not giving him 70 million. Computer, what's 70 million divided? What's 5? Fucking man. Listen. I barely graduated. Okay, come on. Give me a break. 70 million. Can you do the math, Bob? I told you. This virus is over. I want to predict big baby boom. I know, but we're going to get to the baby boom. I'm making points on babies. You think I'm talking about babies so much for? I'm building it up. Jesus Christ. Bob thinks everybody's fucking right now. Case in point. No, they're not. So, hold on. We're going to get this figured out. Getting hot in here. All right. Let's see. 70 million. You got 70 million babies. And every one of them is getting $500. Right? Let's just split that. Let's just double that. Everybody gets 1,000. So you add, God damn, the number too big to even put on a calculator. So 70 million, which is right there. All right, let me make sure it's up. Let me make sure. That's 70 million. Now, you add 3 zeros. Boop, boop, boop. It doesn't add 3 zeros. Maybe let me go to the scientific version. Oh, okay, there we go. I'll do that. That's my problem. No, that's not my problem. There's many problems, but let me clear. 70 million. All right, that's, you have paper. That's 70 million right there. And then we're going to have 3 zeros to it. Because then we're going to, no. Yeah, well, 3 zeros. And then we'll split it in half. No. 2. We'll add 1.5 zeros to it. Okay, I just had 1 zero to it. It's 700 million. The babies get $700 million. Okay, let's just add another number. Now it's $7 billion the babies get. All right, so now we're starting to make it. Somewhere around there. Let's just keep it real basic for Bobby. Because I don't want to work the calculator and do the math and put a piece of paper down. I want real generic-ass numbers. So babies get $7 billion. I'm trying to add up these numbers so I can figure out what the fuck's happening. So, and the adults, 250 million total. Let's do them and see how clean that number comes out so I don't have to extrapolate incorrectly and embarrass myself even further. 250 million. Let's add 2 zeros to that. Let's add 3 zeros to that, leaving off the $200. So we're adding $1,000. 250 billion. All right. So that number is a little low, and the baby's number is a little high. So that 250, that's a big-ass fucking number. Billions are very difficult to comprehend, especially in space and time. But nonetheless, very fun. So, we have basically 300 to $350 billion going to us, humans. Now, I didn't know that because I heard other figures, but I never heard the humans in the United States are getting somewhere around $300 to $350 billion. So finally, I have that number. I didn't have that number before. You might have, did not. Over here. Ricky Fierro. Buddy June 2, what's up? So Boss says, no, hold on, Bob. Let me get to the babies in a second. I know all you want to do is talk about fucking. I'm going to talk about money first. So, now we know, let's just say, humans in the United States get 350. Babies, nearly a third the worth. Agree? Cool. And here comes the parade. And you've seen it already. This is no new news, but I'm going to say it to you again because I'm saying it to you through the filter of us. This is lazy lax time. This is the couch talk. Whatever, man. Okay. Hospitals, 100 billion. Wait, let me start at top. Well, Cameron at Birdberry gets the most. He gets 500 billion. Now there's a big difference between small business. That's small business. Small business. Okay, we get 350 billion, right? And we don't have to pay it back. Here it is. Here's your money. Go smoke your dope. Bye-bye. Cameron and all that small business shit, including bobbyjunelive, which I didn't think about this. I need to apply on small business loan. I'm having a hard time. Look at my candles. I didn't think about that, actually. I'm a small business, too. Self-employed. Since 1989, motherfucker, what? So, Cameron and I benefit also through $500 billion in comparison to the 350 that us humans get. So I'm going to look into that. Cameron said it took him 4 hours to fill out the form. That's worth it. So there's one big difference that they aren't really putting out there. I mean, they say it, but it's not. It's weird. Us humans don't have to pay the government back. But when Cameron and I get our money out, we have to pay it back. So when they say, oh, we're going to give $500 billion to the small businesses loan, we're going to loan $500 billion small businesses and interest-free, you still got to give the money back. That's a wash, bro. There's no bragging rights there. You can take that off the list. There's nothing there. I understand when it's interest-free. There's a huge benefit when you're talking about big money movers. I understand that. But differentiate it so it doesn't sound like you're giving everybody $2 trillion for zero nothingness. It's not the same. If Cameron or I get a loan, if I say, fill out the paperwork, go to SBA, and say, bobbyjunelive, they don't got lights, they working on candles, bitch. Please give bobbyjunelive a little bit of money because you got to survive. You got to talk to Bob. Everybody got to live. We got to do the podcast. We can't stop. We got to keep going. Got to keep pushing. Like Jesus said, got to keep pushing. Got to keep pushing. Got to keep pushing. So, and then they give me, I don't know, say they give me $10,000 because I couldn't pay Thomas. I'll give you that. If I get Thomas, you get that. You get some of it, not everything. So if they believe me, I got to give that money back. That's not stimulus. That's a loan without interest. That's not, there's nothing there really. Not that impressive. Because small business, Cameron, for example, small business, they're impacted just like a human being is. So they're asking Cameron, the owner of Bird Barrier, to keep the doors open. Even if your employees don't show up, pay them. We got you. But you got to pay us back. That sounds like a racket. So, okay. So that's $500 billion to loans. Now, that question, what is a loan and what isn't a loan, follows us because we just are gifted the money. We don't have to pay it back. Everything else after this is a cloud of fog. So small businesses get $500 billion. Hospitals, $100 billion. Don't know if it's a loan or not. Airlines, $58 billion. Don't know if it's a loan or not. State and local government get $150 billion. Oh, wait, boss said something. Hold on. I'm sorry. Okay, I still have something that might be. All right, let me get to that second, boss. Hold on a second. Let's read through this. $150 billion state and local government. That sounds like they're paying each other. So, okay. I understand. Everybody's got to put out money. So state and local government. It's funny when we the off the shoulder whatever, like when I hear that, when I hear the news tell me the government decided we're also going to pay state and local government $150 billion, I say, oh, really? I guess they gotta. They're hurting too. And then they have to, they've been doing a lot of work too. They have to do it. They got to clean everything. So I think like everybody else does exactly the same thing because we're confuddled with that number. That number hits the brain with the word state and local governments attached to it. And we look at the number and we go, I don't know how to opinionate on that. I don't know what it means. So I'm just going to put it in, well, I guess they have to have food too. I don't understand. So that's not healthy. Again, I want the picture of the United States and I want infographic of money and how it is and where it sits and where it moves and how it go. Pentagon gets some weird number. They get a gift of $16 billion and I guess a loan of $10 billion. State and local government, Pentagon, okay. They're helping us with the coronavirus. I mean, I haven't seen the military released yet. So I don't know where, the fuck do they need money for? But okay, here's Bobby again. Oh, I guess they gotta eat too. They probably been. I can't even think of what they probably been doing. They had some overseas activity in Afghanistan. They had that virus over there. Troops. It's all about the troops. That's stupid. All right. Post office. $10 billion. Now, why? People are coming in, they're crumb snatching. $10 billion for the post office. What the fuck? Listen. Post office, first off, bitches tell me they're going to be here on Sunday or Saturday. They do these weird, like Amazon will say, "That's not. It's going to be there on Saturday afternoon before 9." I wait. The post office says, yes, we will be there before 9. They don't show up, and they say, we tried to get in, there was nobody there. Liars. Post office. Not a good company at this moment. So, I understand we need them. I guess they need to eat, too. Okay, they have coronavirus. Every piece of mail. God, who knows? You know how many people could be touching mail? I mean, okay, post office. I'm sure there's a logical reason. I'm sure there is, but let me just complain like an idiot first. And then there's the farmers. Farmers always work their way in. I mean, I thought Trump just said about for 500 years that the farmers are like, they're like the watershed of money can't pour on their heads fast enough because of China. The soybean count is is skyrocketed. So, okay. I guess farmers need food too. Farmers need to eat. Okay, so $24 billion to farmers. Don't forget, we get $350. Farmers get $25. Don't know. That's probably a loan. Don't forget, everybody here pays back. They better clear this bitch up. Then the schools, of course, the schools. $30 billion for the schools. Yeah, that's good. Okay, schools. Sounds like the schools saved money. Sounds like, teachers, I guess, get paid, even though the kids aren't at school. So now you would think that why do the schools get money? Kids aren't going to school, and so there's a lot of mayhem at schools. Probably, the principal doesn't know what to do. So maybe they need $30 billion because they're confused. I don't know. But they just need to eat. Their schools need money too. So schools, they get $30 billion. Okay. Then there's this is the funniest one of all. Food stamps get $25 billion. Now the food stamps. So the food stamps are getting food stamps. That's fucking strange. I guess they have a lot of work to do. They need a lot of people giving other people food stamps. Because that $1,200 you're going to get isn't going to pay you can't buy all the food, so a lot of people on food stamps now because they don't have, so that makes sense. Okay. That's the first one that made sense, actually. It's the funniest one, or one of the funniest ones. Food stamps are getting food stamps. But it's the most logical one because food stamps are giving out more food stamps because there's more broke people right now. So, okay. That one makes sense. I get that one immediately. No, I don't. It's not imperative that my ignorant ass gets all of these. I understand that if I were at the government level dealing with this, I would understand and agree probably. But goddamn. So, what we're going to do now is add up these figures. Now, I know these aren't all the figures, but we're going to add them up to see if they come up with $2 trillion. I think I have them all. I think I have the bulk. Because I got down to one of the lower ones. $200 million for telemedicine. Man, telemedicine, I guess Zoom, GoToMeeting, they're all doing telemedicine. So there's a setup. There's some kind of, I don't know, there's a regulatory body going through telemedicine, making sure it's all kosher, cool. $200 million. So let's add it up. And we're going to put the fluff in for my inaccuracies or my lack of specific details regarding the hundreds of millions that I don't know about. We'll add a couple billion here and there just for the fuck of it. So here we go. I got to turn the phone sideways because we have a big number. 10 billion. I'm just going to put 10. Okay? Nah, I put 10 billion. Bing, bing. Okay, 10 billion plus 10 billion for post office. 25 billion for food stamps, plus 24 billion for the farmers. You have to go slow. You don't want to fuck it up, man. 30 billion for the children. Okay. $26 billion for the Pentagon, for the war machine. Okay. Plus $58 billion for the airplanes. Plus $100 billion for the hospitals. Plus $150 billion for state and local government. Bye-bye. Okay. Aside from us human beings, $500 billion for Cameron. So we are at a grand total, without adding the human race, at $923 billion. Call it $1 trillion. $1 trillion noted. Oh, look, I got the answer. That's worthy. Okay. $1 trillion. Now, there's a big vacuum of knowledge that I don't have regarding the smaller numbers that do add up. We're going to fluff that in somehow. So $1 trillion and then us, which equaled $350 billion. So, aside from my error rate, which is quite high yet not beyond 50%, is $1.2 trillion in money. So I'm missing a $750 billion, which I'm sure is in the inaccuracy rate that I'm giving you from many degrees. So there you go. That's where the money's going. I'm trying to be transparent. I'm trying to help us know. And I'm trying to, this is a big number. It's very interesting. It's the biggest number we've ever given ourselves. However, don't forget that most of that seemingly gets paid back. So don't wave that flag too high, government, because if your ass is getting paid back, which I don't know if I agree or disagree with that. You're not like, there's nothing really, there's something there. I mean, it's good, but it seems like, I guess the complaint is, what strikes me is, when the government creates itself as the body of protection for the people it serves, it has the primary function of protecting us. And that one would think immediately in times of war. But that is not what the protection means. The protection is this. The protection is a good road. The protection is anything. I mean, you can really loosen that word up and talk about protection in many ways. So when we are protected by the government, and it costs us our money to protect ourselves, which sounds logical. And along the way we save. We save. Now we end up with a chunk of money over time. This chunk of money sits there. And as it sits there, all of a sudden coronavirus happens. But we have this trillion dollar pile of money. Now, Krugman and any other economist out there that's worth his salt would say, well, this is why you have to pay it back. But you would think that if we save that money for ourselves, that's our bank account, remember, then you would think that when it is given to us, yeah, hey Ricky, not in our time, for real, dicks. When they give it back to us, bing, 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 bing. We and say Cameron gets the $500 billion. Whenever I say that Cameron gets $500 billion, I'm sure he smiles if he's watching the show right now. So there you go, Cameron. You get $500 more billion for you, Cameron. Yeah, good for you. New iPhones in the studio, at least. Come on. Why do we have to pay it back? Because we saved before. We didn't get the ability to give us all $350 trillion billion, 350 billion, and the rest of us loaned out, the other 1.2 trillion, whatever it is. We got to that point. Now we have an emergency. We deplete the funds, but yet we want some of it back. I don't understand that. So, I would like Cameron, keep the $500 billion. Keep it. Schools, keep it. Post office, keep it. Why do they have to pay it back? You trying to get that balance sheet back up. Save again. Maybe it's too risky. Maybe it takes too long to save that much. Loans seem weird in this time. Seems like if I'm going to go as bobbyjunelive or 9-Volt Visuals, choose the company. I have two companies. 9-Volt Visuals or bobbyjunelive. They're two bona fide companies. Non-earning bona fide companies. They have the right to partake in this exercise. Because I'm strained. I'm sitting here doing the show by myself. Look at me. I'm strained. I'm strained? What? I'm strained. Got candles. I can prove it. So, why do I have to pay it back? Anyway, that's the money. No. Children get everything, of course. Children get everything. And boss says there's going to be more kids on the planet. I hope she's not right. But she says A baby boom is coming. And then she spelled coming, you know. You know how it's spelled, right? You know how it's supposed to be spelled. She spelled it the dirty way. I said, okay, I'll write that. I'll put it on a note, put it in the show. So Bala thinks baby boom's coming. Baby boom. Baby boom. Because everybody's at home fucking. I can't say I disagree. Can't say I'm part of it, but I can't say I disagree. So, okay, more babies. That's great. I would love it. I would love my dream of life extension to exist. For everybody to live forever. And then for us to actually realize, oh shit, we don't need babies anymore. And for us to stop. Everybody, you know, that'd be wonderful. That's a dream. I'll expand on that later. It's a dream. There's validity there. So, a statement follows from Ba that after she said that a baby boom is coming, which means everybody's fucking, she then said that she's been doing a lot of cooking and a lot of exercising. So she's in a state of preparation. And I understand. Then she threatened me. She also noted that there are a lot of other people out there doing podcasts, Bobby. And then she disappeared into the Facebook community. Okay, fine. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Hey, whatever, man. That's cool. I'm not worried. I don't need this. I don't need this. Yes, Ba, a lot of people are doing podcasts. And I watch them all the time. Oh, podcasts are very good. Podcasts, new TV. Nude TV. So, thank you, Ba, for the notes. Appreciate that. Let's get to fucking. So, if you have a kid, Ba, you can be crazy. I mean, you can't listen. Oh, you said your tubes are tied. That's right. I got to get my tubes tied. Jesus fucking Christ. You know, my buddy David Fukumoto, not David Fukumoto, sorry, David. My other buddy, who was it? It was my baby mama ex-boyfriend, I think. Concrete Layer. He said, was it him? No, it was, God damn it. I'm thinking of 3 different Asian dudes. 3 different Japanese dudes, specifically. Who's the dude I'm talking about? Oh, I know what I'm talking about. Clark Emery's friend. Clark, what's up? Clark Emery was a editor at Splash Magazine, a jet ski magazine, when I painted helmets and jet skis back in the day. I was good friends with these magazine editors because I would paint product and we would shoot it and put it in the magazine. It was fucking rad. Now, Clark introduced me to, what kind of his name? It's not David Fukumoto. That's a different person, but very similar. TK Designs was his company name. Tom Kukumoto. Tom Kamayaka. Japanese for sure. Anyway, he told me a story about getting snipped. And this is well before I concerned myself with getting snipped. I was a baby. I was like, okay. Oh, really? Oh, that's nice. Oh, wow, that's cool. I said, and then now in life, I said, whoa, I need that. So you have to go through some very not time consuming, but they make you go to a little bit of counseling to make sure. You sure you want to do this? Okay. So I go through that, or I'm going to go through that. Then you have to pay for it. I got to do that. Because I had a pregnancy scare. And you know who you are. And it's just very unnecessary at the moment. At the moment, it is not a necessary thing to have happen. In this environment, imagine a baby walking around. Imagine a baby here right now with flames. Imagine I'm not going to baby-proof this place. No way. So I'd be an instantly absentee dad. I wouldn't be like Thomas. Huddling around, T-balling. No. Everybody says I would be a good dad. But you know what? I wouldn't be a good dad. I'd be a horrible dad. So, luckily that didn't happen. Ba? Rookie? Yeah. She is funny. Ha! That lady. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, but I think it's who you're talking about. So, and that's the chick we're going to take to the sex shop. Man, we fucked up. I can't wait. They got to open that shit up. I'm ready. So, yeah, tubes tied. One thing the guy told me, TK Design. We'll call him TK Design. Tom K Design. Tom Kukamoto. Tom Kukamoto told me when he got a vasectomy. So I'm promoting vasectomies right now. Get one ASAP. Always, even if you're young. Because it ain't no baby mama going to take you. If you got a vasectomy, they can't do anything. They can't squeeze it out. They can't trick you. They can't do anything. And I've heard they trick you. So, no thank you. They got that wedding dress agenda. They be in that mirror. Where's mine? I need mine. Where is he? All right, I'm ready. Tubes tied. Instantly. Out the womb. Oh, yeah. So she's the field trip lady. She's that dildo and hand lady. Ba, you're going to have cock in your hand. I can't wait, dude. Ow. So here we have the definite benefit of a vasectomy for everybody that's a male. Women, whatever. Do it. ASAP. Don't fuck up your life. Come on. It's all about you. Selfishness. So I need to get one. But Tom Kukamoto said, don't do it locally. Do it under. Go under. Get put out. Because he did it locally and they cut him and it didn't hurt. But he said he felt the strangest things inside of him in his dick area that were just gross. He said it was so fucking gross. It was like disgusting pulling and feeling. You know that innards pulling that somebody's manipulating something and it's a very slow, dull pain, but it doesn't hurt quite much, but it definitely is disgusting. And he was and Tom Kukamoto is a tough dude. He was a very little dude, but tough as nails. And he said, no, you go under. So one thing, do know, when you get your vasectomy, do go under. We only got a few minutes left. These candles are going out. When these candles go out, the show is over. It's Ma. No, it's Ba. No, I'm not. What are you not? I mean, Ba, you can't talk. What are you, Ba? What are you not? She says, no, I'm not. What's that? You didn't get pregnant. That's what you're going to do. You basically are joining. You cannot get pregnant, Ba. You know babies turn out retarded when you have them this age, right? And the last thing I want you to do is have a Down syndrome baby or a Williams syndrome baby or a Hoffman and Pontine baby or we don't need any of that. Too much work. So we have to do a show about getting me snipped. Now, there was another concern. Of course, your mind immediately goes to porn. Because you go to when you're as a guy, when you're thinking about getting snipped, a vasectomy, the first thing you do is, how my dick going to work? That's the first thing. What'd it do? What's new? Now, we know the boner's not going to go away. It'd take like an act of God for the boner to go away. But there's there's another part of malehood that we enjoy. And it's not really like we really enjoy it. You go ahead and talk. We got argument. Okay, so when you get a vasectomy, I mean, when you get, you got to work. The boner's still there. We know the boner's going to be there. We know it. We got to have it. Everybody's got to have it. Everybody's got to have it. That's funny. Everybody's got to have boners. Girls and guys. And I really have a conundrum in my head regarding ejaculation. You know? When you ejaculate, it's messy. Who wants it? Who wants it? What the fuck you want that for? If you made that disappear, you would think that it would be an additional benefit to not having a kid. You would think that if there was a bonus to getting a vasectomy, i.e., and by the way, Mr. June, no more ejaculation, you would feel with a very quick, thoughtless, blown out mind that this would be a good thing. Mess-free. Have fun, but yet mess-free. But there's something about the mess. I don't know why. I still don't know why. I don't really want a mess, but if I don't have anything, I guess everybody counts on that. Everybody's like, there's something about that process that everybody's waiting for. And so Tom Kukamoto said, and I didn't really get a clear understanding, but he said, no, you definitely ejaculate, but you feel the convulsions, which are probably 80% of the enjoyment is the musculature contractions that you go through when you're ejaculating. That there's probably sensors along those muscles that tie directly into some dopaminetic, whatever is tied directly to the happy part of your brain, and so you get that, you feel that the everything about that is specifically designed to want you to do it again. So you don't lose the musculature functionality. But not even that is enough. You have to have the production of semen. You have to. It's mandatory. The money shot. Thank you. Of course. Now, mine ain't a money shot. Come on. I don't know what it takes. I don't know what kind of fucking pill I got to take to get a money shot. The only type of, here's what it takes for me to get a money shot. Time. I need gaps of time. If I give myself a good solid week, I might get a money shot. All right? Baby, you got to put on, you got to get that, that dude on YouTube does that slow fucking 500 frame per second, 4,000 frame per second NASA quality slow motion. For me to get a rope, man, I need the camera of the century. I'm sure I got a rope, but dude, it's like a string attached to a thread. Man, fuck. I should slow-mo my cum shot because there's got to be a rope there. Somewhere there's got to be a rope. It's like a baby. It's like kite string. But nonetheless, everybody's got a rope to not after if you have sex a lot, you're not getting anything. I mean, anecdotally, unfortunately, dribble time. It's like a So, whatever it is, there's still value there. Tom Kukamoto said, you still get it too. But ain't nobody home. You still get the yum. Ain't nobody home, though. I'm like, okay. That mean the volume increase? Volume decrease? Because if ain't nobody home, that means somebody stay inside. That mean less people outside. That mean volume decrease. So I don't know. But either way, get a vasectomy. It's all good. We're going to stop this baby bearing. You're the last one, and that's it. You have a baby, that's it. We're done. I know you're looking at that $500. It's going to be bomb. But no. Come on. You are tied. Don't inflict the rest of the girl world into babyhood. We had a talk. Remember what we've said? Oh, do you remember what we said? We said babies suck, and we know it, and we nodded, remember? Don't back out of that. You know, as well as I do. You said, they're hard, but I love them. Once you have a baby, you have to say, I love it. That's a non-issue. And I've complained about this before. I don't want my friends on Facebook telling me they love their baby. If you have a baby and you tell me you love it on Facebook, I concern myself with you. I feel that we need to send some people over to check you out. Because you shouldn't tell me you love your baby. I assume it. That goes without saying. If anybody tells you in person they love their baby, tell them shut the fuck up. And then tell them to give me your baby for a week. You don't deserve your baby. You obviously don't love your baby. Tell me you love your baby. Who tells somebody they love their baby? Who the fuck goes up to somebody else and says, I love my baby though. I love my baby. Who are you trying to convince? So, that's babies. Obviously worth $500 in comparison to us. $1,200 right here, baby. See this? $1,200. Babies, $500. So we finally have a dollar sign for humans. That's good. I like that. All right. So Ba and Ricky and everybody, hello. And Buddy, up there in NorCal with that disease. Man, have you seen it, Buddy? Is it up there with you, dude? I haven't met a coronavirus person. If I met a coronavirus person, I would attach just a modicum of fame to their being. I would feel them to be a little bit more special than myself. I have coronavirus. I would consider them to be, special for the moment. Okay. So who knows? Does anybody know anybody with coronavirus? Does anybody, please? Boss says, for me, no way. No babies, no way. No way. I've been there. Sue that doctor. Huh? Okay, that's good, Ricky. See, same shot, no saliva. So okay. So we have new evidence. Yes to vasectomy. Nut, identical. Good, thank you. Boss says no babies for me. No way. This is a grandma talking. Okay, remember when Boss says this. Remember, she's a grandmother of many babies. No babies for me. No way. I was. Sue that doctor. All right, so that's kind of a backdoor piece of info to all you men out there thinking about that vasectomy. Do it. Because women out there, when you ask them about babies and if they want to have them, the wiser women, with a little bit of age, a little bit of time on the planet, look what she says, honest statement. No babies. For me, no way. This is a woman that's had babies. Tell all of the women out there that haven't had babies yet, talk to Ba. She says, for me, no babies, no way. I was. Sue that doctor. That's Ba. Baby haver. So we know now, not good to have babies. Buddy, you know anybody? You do? Okay, yeah, I got one case in Southern Oregon, but it's not me. Thank God. I prefer it. I would like it to be you, actually. I would love to know somebody that's coronavirus. I want coronavirus. There was a point in time, I told you a couple days ago that I was going to go look for coronavirus and get mine. because there would be if I had coronavirus, you would watch the show more. So fuck. Hold on. Yeah, I think I would increase in view count for coronavirus. All right, but nobody you know. But what we need to do is basically, I'm putting a call out. I want anybody in the world of bobbyjunelive to tell me if they know anybody with coronavirus. Anybody. Now, we don't want any ICU victims, all right? Any people in the state of trying to save their own lives. We don't want that. We want coronavirus victims that are managing. So, does anybody, and I mean anybody, know anybody that we can get in contact with that has coronavirus? Tell them we'll give them money. And I'll give them money. I'll give them money. If we can find somebody with coronavirus, here, let's see what I'll do. God, I have no money. What am I going to do? I'll give him Thomas's money. No, Thomas, I'll give you. See, I still got to give Thomas his stimulus package. So, If anybody can produce a coronavirus, I will give somebody. I will match Thomas's stimulus package for anybody who can, not for the people that deliver the people with coronavirus, for the person that has coronavirus. If you can give me somebody with coronavirus and have them come into the show, I will give that person with coronavirus $200. Right, in cash money. Boom. And I know some people might feel that's a insignificant amount of money. Some people not. Some people feel that'd be good. So, if you know anybody with coronavirus that wants $200, I'll give it to them if they sit in this chair right on the other side of that camera for a few minutes, whatever. We need coronavirus bad. So I want it right here, right now. And bink bonk. So anybody know anybody with coronavirus, tell them to come to the show. We will take precautions, all that shit. We'll do all the suits. We'll wear everything. Everything will be washed. But we need coronavirus bad because it's going to end. And if I don't get my coronavirus in the studio, I'm fucked. Everybody else got coronavirus coming in, doing shows. I need coronavirus here. I don't care who it is. Doesn't matter. I just don't want them to be unsafe. I want them to be in the hospital if they need hospital. But, most of the coronavirus people can function properly. So we will do a quarantine system. You could basically look at it like a plastic bubble from wherever they are to this studio. As a matter of fact, I'll create a plastic bubble. If they get in their car and drive the coronavirus victim that you find for me to interview, that I hand $200 to, I will create a sealed environment. Oh, man, I got to fucking do this. I will create a sealed environment from their car that pulls up in front of the studio. All the way into this chair. And when they sit down in the chair, they'll still be sealed. And when they walk out, they will walk out back through the sealed environment that they came in through. Or I'll just let them come in naturally and touch everything and get mine too. Either way, whatever it is, I can't do that because nobody will visit me after that. So I will create a hermetically sealed environment to bring a coronavirus infected individual into the studio. Because I ain't afraid. However, I will protect myself because my mom will kill me if I don't. My mom said, listen, you just do what the government says. And don't follow the rules. Follow the rules. Do what the government says. All right, I'll do what the government says. But we need to get one. So please, anybody that knows anybody with coronavirus, get on the phone, say, Bobby got $200. Thank you. And I'm dead serious. Where's my note? I'm getting checks on April 6th. Babies are worth $500. Regular humans are worth $1,200. Everybody else has to pay back the money except us. That's the summary. Buddy, remember we played cars? I got my pocket cars still. I have a pile. Let me go get them. Hold on. Oh. I think Ricky did too, but Buddy and I played pot cars all the time. I mean, we would have played with any cars, but these cars, the specific cool thing about them was they were normal. You know, I bragged about it even when I was like a baby, dude. Remember? So, Buddy, I have all of the pocket cars from when we play. What we would do is we would play with these. Like, look. This is a normal truck, like a delivery truck. Toot, toot. Like, here's a normal Cadillac. This is a normal fire car. I don't know what a fire car is. This is a normal farm vehicle. These cars are interesting. This is high value right here. The Elf 6-wheeler. So, Buddy and I would play with these. And I'm sure, I knew Ricky and Steve later. We were more middle school, high school. I think I had gone past the car playing. But Buddy and I and Tom, next door from me, would play cars. The Black Lotus Esprit. Stupid. It's in there. Oh, fuck, man. Now you got to make me look, dog. That was the shit, dog. Ay, puto chinga. Wait. Oh, there it is right there. I'll get it, dude. I'll get it. Hold on. The Black Lotus Esprit. That was my money. Oh, my God. And what we would do you remember how my little, I tried to attempt fairness. How did we choose the cars? How did we? Buddy and I would sit down and we would create a city out of a rug. How did I tell us how we were going to choose the cars? Let's see if you remember. Yeah. Okay, so this is I don't know if you can see it. It's too dark. But that's the Lotus Esprit. Black, not white. And it has a switch underneath it where you flipped open the lights and flip the lights back down. So that, you can't see it. Anywho, yes, in there. So how did we dish them out, buddy? How did we go? Okay, you this one, I get this one. I think this is my very first effort in fairness. Uh-oh, Ash is coming. Shit. All right, we're safe. Okay, what we did was, or what I did was, I don't know how. I think I chose first. There is one piece of I didn't have the morals of Gandhi, so there was a failure. I think I chose first because I own the cars. Okay, now that's not fair. Still, we should have rolled a dice. Who chose first? Because I'm going to go for the Lotus Esprit. And that's maybe because you remembered it. You're like, that motherfucker takes that Lotus Esprit every time. Dick. James Bond Dick. So what I did was I said, okay, I choose first, and then you choose next, and then so on, and such and such. And so we would lay out the cars, and it was very ceremonial. There were times they were probably piled up, but we would lay them out, and I would lay them out in a way where they were categorized in industry level. These are all the passenger vehicles. These are all the slight sports cars. These are all the more unattainable sports cars. Then we go into race cars. Then we go into weirdo cars. You know, I love the categorization of it all. And so I was always jealous of that one. He was always jealous of Lotus because that's my non-Gandhian problem. I chose it first. I'm sorry. You can have this Lotus Esprit. As a matter of fact, the next time I see you, dude, and I'm fucking dead serious, bitch, I'm giving you the Lotus Esprit. That car is yours. When I see you next, it's in my pocket. I guarantee you, dude, that's yours. Can't wait. It's right. Where is it? Did I put it back? This car belongs to Buddy June, my cousin. That's yours, dude. I'm going to put it right here. Boop. I love that ride. They even have fucking suspension, dude. These cars are bomb. Anywho. Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah, the John player. Stupid. You did go. Yeah. Oh, they were off. Thanks, dude. I don't mean to be. I love playing with you. It didn't matter. It was so fun. I appreciate you joining me and all that shit because that was fucking a blast. And we would roll around the carpet and do things. I don't know what we did, but it was fun. The whole thing was choosing. I didn't mean to make him off limits. I'm sorry. Yes, it's your car, dude. I guarantee you. That is your car. For sure. Yeah, categorizing. Stupid. I got the big rig every time. Yeah, that is yours for sure. That's your Lotus Esprit. That's just funny. Man, life. And Buddy's a pro at cars now. He deals in cars. Take apart anything. But, dude, he'll take apart a guitar first, bitch. Man. Ooh, oh, man. You still playing, dude? I would love it. If you're ever in town, I would love for you to throw down. Yeah. Created cities in the rug, on the rug. Yeah. We would flip the rug around. There was like a stupid, hairy 70s looking rug that my mom had. And it would create lumps, basically. Dude, the simple minds of us back then. Oh, fucking A, man. Sometimes you have some styrofoam or whatever, but nonetheless, it was like create roads. Oh, fuck, man. And I remember that shit, dude. You remember all that shit? It was like fucking, it was like so basic. And it's funny to remember you as a kid. When I say you, I mean me and you, or you thinking about yourself. You, like, there's some weird ways to think about the continuation of consciousness that, you know how you look back and you go, like I was different back. That was a different part of my life. That was then. That was my then. And it's true that you tend to compartmentalize the parts of your life, some type of automated process regarding that. I think it's based on chunking. You chapterize yourself, but it doesn't stop. It just there's particular points in your memory that stand out. or that need to be pulled out like that one. He might not have remembered that off the top of his head at any particular time, but once I pull it out and say something about it, he can access it. So it's in there. Everything's in there. Just certain parts stick out. And so there's an argument in the philosophical community, more scientific but philosophical nonetheless, because it's consciousness, and anytime you talk about consciousness, you're talking about philosophy half the time. So nonetheless, whatever it is, whoever it is, the continuation of consciousness and what it means to actually, I will bring the guitar. Hell yeah, you bring the guitar. Hell yeah, the amp. I got a bass amp too. What you need to put do it? I got that. Oh, whatever. I mean, I'd buy an amp. I got a big ass fucking 15-inch sub that will bass out, and I got a regular little 12-inch or 10-inch Fender. So you're good. Don't worry about amp. Bring your guitar. I got cables, everything. Shit's burning. It doesn't smell like what it used to smell like. That one's out. Okay. We're about to shut down. Anywho, consciousness and the continuation of consciousness. What it means to remember when you were a baby. Mark Nelson, Walter Nelson, Buddy June, Ricky Fierro, Steve Davis, Mike that stole from my house, Dick. Who else? Goddamn everybody. I mean, all of my friends, all of our friends, everybody from the past. Yasmin, Bijan when you're a baby, everybody, the whole nine. I remember being 4. And I can't tell you I remember being me, but I definitely remember thinking. And the essence of my thoughts haven't changed. Like, there's a string of personality traits that have continued from myself on my porch off Hardgrave in Inglewood, down the street from Mark, when he came over and we would play. I remember that stuff. I remember my mom giving me a Batman car on my birthday when everybody's there. You have these moments. And I'm sure you can usher through some of the other thoughts. And those types of those thoughts as they come up, when you look at them, you have to look kind of past them into the person that you were. And then you have to kind of remember that the person that you were at that point, of that person, what is it that you see still happening now? That is the string that carries through the entire life of you. And that's a very interesting part of psychology and philosophy and neurology. So there's a continuum, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you're still the same person. You, to a degree, there's a percentile that is in there. But you are definitely adding. It's a cumulative effect. So simple as you might have been, simple as I was and Buddy was when we were playing cars, I think the simplicity came from the inability to control oneself and have all the tools and the wherewithal to be able to express yourself. You know, have the words, have the autonomy. All of those things made us babies. But in reality, if you amplified us things, these short idiots playing cars, if you amplified us correctly with the functionality that we have now, we would pretty much talk the same way. So brains are pretty formed when you come out, you know, you're kind of that way. And so I gotta turn this off. Okay. That string that's you, that is now you again, that has always been you and always will be you. Even when you're 90, in that hospice, that brain, it's the same motherfucking brain. The brain doesn't get wrinkled. Now, we're not talking about degenerative processes. You have Alzheimer's, of course, you're going to lose some brain. Aside from all that, say you don't have any problems, and as a baby, you don't have any problems. That brain has synaptically changed in connections, but the neuronal structure is pretty much the same. So as you arrive on the planet, your brain, you got 200 billion neurons. And of those, 50 billion, maybe 100 billion get tossed. Now, the neuron is the nugget of connectivity, but some aren't needed based on what it is that the synaptic and genealogical processes allow to move forward. So it gets a little complicated. I get a little beyond myself, but nonetheless, we do a lot of pruning. It unfortunately lets in what I don't want to hear about. That's nurture. Because the brain comes a little over-equipped, and then it gets rid of some shit. If you're born into a world that's a certain way, the brain says, well, I don't need these neurons. I need these neurons because this bitch is whipping me every day with a stick. That's very simple and mostly incorrect, but there is some validity there. I'm trying to paint the picture so we can all just have fun with it. So you're born with a lot of neurons, you get rid of some of them, and then you're set. And it's the synaptic connections and strengths that change. So your brain does change over time, but the neuronal pattern does not. And the neuronal pattern, man, it's a difficult question. The neuronal pattern matters because if you're not going to have a particular neuronal pattern, no matter what kind of synaptic connections you'll get, you won't be a psychopath if you don't have the neuronal pattern of a psychopath. And you won't have the neuronal pattern of a caring, giving, super, almost to a fault, giving person. You won't get that pattern. You can't synaptically enjoy that pattern because there's a neuronal inclusion that's been eliminated or never was there. So this from childhood, Buddy and I playing on the carpet, what I'm talking about is the enjoyable aspect of being an adult looking backward. There's something deeply, mysteriously enjoyable about looking back at yourself as the only person that can analyze your past and then your now and realize what that complexity did. Everybody's got it, but everybody's different. They're all pretty similar, though. Don't think you're special. Everybody's got the same bullshit. Just different little events. But that particular way of viewing your life, as short and unfortunate as it is, lets you know that your brain is pretty much still the same. When Buddy and I were sitting on that rug, we were already formed. We were above 7. Ricky and I, I'm sure Ricky and Steve got on that rug too, but we were much more mature. So Buddy and I, we were formed. I think we probably went through most of the, we didn't have our frontal cortex developed. We were still idiots, but for some reason, we had the wherewithal to control ourselves to a certain degree. That comes from a lot of parental guidance as well, where they need to protect us while we're forming. So, nonetheless, once formed at about 20, 24, when you're finished. But before that, we're still about the same. There was just add-on. There's a lot of connections that are happening after. When Buddy and I started playing cars, until we got to about skating bowls, We were forming more brain, but nonetheless remain the same. So I can my takeaway is I can go to Buddy now and understand his I haven't seen him in a long time, and the times we've seen each other have been, and Ricky too. The times we've seen each other, Buddy less actually. I mean, but Ricky probably I've seen him less for sure, but I saw Ricky more in a certain way because we were friends. Buddy and I were family friends, but we were really best friends, so it's like really hard. We had 2 different time periods. Nonetheless, both about the same. Steve too. If I erase all of the fragmented moments I talked and saw Buddy and Ricky and Steve, even on the show, I could go back to the last childhood time that I saw Buddy, compare him to when I see him next in any type of detail, and realize he's the same person. I'll get the same dude. Nothing's changed. There's fundamentals are there. I don't care how much he or I would have learned. We're going to be fundamentally acting the same. I'm going to be predictable to him. And that says a lot about everything. That says a lot about nurture. I don't think there's anything I could do to Buddy that would have, once re-arrived into my life 20 or 30 years later, would have changed him fundamentally. Even if he G'd the fuck, teardropped out, did 20 years in the pen, every motherfucking kill people, everything, all, no matter, or if you go the other direction, $1 billion in the dollars, got the fucking knows Donald Trump, fucking IBM, whatever, rocking, bitches, everything, whatever Buddy did. If I saw him 30 years later, Ricky too, you would still see him. You would fundamentally see him. There's no change in that personality. And that should guide your life when it comes to interpersonal communications. I mean, that's one of the most important things. I mean, yes, there is the universe, of course. But when it comes to us, that awareness of stasis, of biological mental stasis is helpful to know about, and to, because you know that who you're dealing with is a personality type that evolution is trying out. Me, Buddy, anybody, Ricky, me, my mom, my grandma. And that takes a lot of the question out of the equation. You know, parents think they have the biggest influence on a child's life. Nobody has any influence on anybody. We do learn. Okay, we learn. God forbid we choose. We'll talk about free will later. Don't get loud. But we definitely are hardwired to be Buddy and Bobby. And it's kind of nice, actually, because I would find it very odd, even if Buddy was, let's say I was. I'm not going to make Buddy be Donald Trump or a murderer, but I have to, because it's me talking about him. Say Buddy turned into what would he do? Say Buddy turned into a successful race car driver. When he got here, I'd say, dude, wear your flame suit, please. Be about it. When he got here, I got to do murderer, though, dude. Successful race car driver doesn't make any sense. If Buddy turned into a murderer, and he finally got out on parole, that doesn't work either, but I'd still see him. It would still make sense. Everything about him would make sense. Not the murder part. That's a colorization that it's not factual. Everything about me would be the same. So don't think There's anything that you're going to do. This is a long-winded promotion to not have children. You are not going to change them. There's nothing about you that's going to do anything. All you do as a father or a mother is protect them from dying. Everything else is going to happen. Don't worry about it. And that frees a parent up from the responsibility of building the human. You're not building a human. You could forget about the inclusion of you in this creation of the being that you bore. You're if anything, you're getting in the way of the process that's happening. So, include yourself to a degree, but to know that this being, this buddy, has not changed no matter who he meets in life. His personality is pretty much there. The core. We're talking about the cake of Buddy. We're not talking about the icing. The icing of Buddy can be changed. I got one more light here, and then the show's dust. The icing of Buddy, that can change. That's all good. Long beard, no beard, and he got that beard. He got that beard that moves. If that comes off or comes back on, it's still him. It's still the same guy. Still the same guy. Got those jokes. Still the same guy. Got that wit. Still the same guy. So that piece of information, if you can agree with it, calms the wild beast. Because in parenting, and I love speaking from the outside, so don't talk to me about, you ain't had no kids, Bobby, you don't know shit. I want to fucking talk to you then. Because the best people to evaluate children are parentless individuals, or the best people to evaluate parenthood. Because we could do it without the amygdala. We could do it without emotions. We could do it without oxytocin. We don't need that. We can actually analyze it. There's a benefit to an outside party not involved, especially not involved without any children, or especially involved without any children. We want it to be great to have kids, and we want the kids to turn out to be great, but don't put so much on yourself. You don't count. And I know that peer groups are the ones that count. I don't know why I'm going into the whole parental rant, but even peer groups, nobody changes the cake. Everybody puts different icing on. That cake, still the same. And I saw this other motherfucker, man. The scientist, first time in my life, and I look, believe me, I look. I saw, and I got very, these are the things that make me speed up. I saw this scientist, this metaphorical bitch, took my cake analogy and put it in the same process that I use it in, pretty much. I got mad. I got very mad. Because I'm proud of that. That's one of my biggies. I love that. So I saw somebody use that. I hope he dies. I forget who it was. He needs to maybe not die, but I don't know what I hope. I don't hope anything negative. Of course I don't. But God damn it, I need my analogies, man. Come on. Anywho, we got about 1 minute. So, yeah, it's a very interesting part, this mentality that we roll through life with. It's very enjoyable. It's our personal universe. One should look inward as often as possible through the aspects of temporal analysis. To look in time at yourself, backwards and probability-wise forward. And I know we all do it. There's nothing special about that. I'm a facilitator of reminding us to be about it. Because we cannot live with the worry of paying Merrick Bank next week and then making sure Frontier gets their bill. And I got to go to that one event. And then I got to do this thing tomorrow. Oh, shit, I got to vacuum. What am I going to do in the show tomorrow? We cannot make that Imagine if the existence consumed us. Imagine if billing consumed us. It consumed our existence. Our existence. Oh shit! Our existence is about to go out. You're more important than bills. Don't let bills and babies get in your way. Good night. It just went out.